In February 2006, over 3,000 people enjoyed a 3-day reading celebration at Mill City Museum, presented by the Neighborhood Forum.
When the organizers of GoRead Day looked at my work, it seemed to them that it fit their theme very well, and so they contacted my publisher, who contacted me, and as soon as I heard the basic idea of what GoRead Day was and what it could become, I was very eager to participate and very happy.
When we first started this whole process of putting together an event that's this big, you want an overarching theme to thread its way through everything you do, and as Lisa said before, we chose the theme of around the world. And the reality was that Gerald was someone who had written about the myths and legends of cultures from all over the world.
And so we've put together a really wonderful program that includes characters like Jabuchi the tortoise, who is a trickster character from the Amazon, as well as Zomo the rabbit, a traditional character from West Africa, Coyote, Native American trickster. This cast of characters has been at the forefront of promoting the idea of literacy in these days and in this project.
We had tattoos, characters, temporary, that's true, temporary tattoos of the characters that we wrapped our event around. We had costume characters where kids could get their pictures taken for free. And then we had 2 art activities. Yeah. One, you could make a handmade book with the Minnesota Center for Book Arts. And then the other was an art activity where we actually rebuilt.
Jabuchi, he's a tortoise. And he's a trickster, but also he is a kind of peacemaker.
The character whose shell is broken in the story and whose community rebuilds him, and we actually did the same at the event.
One of the great projects that emerged from this was a huge 3-dimensional tortoise shell. The children were then able to create parts of the shell and put them on, and the finished tortoise is something magnificent, this huge multicolored tortoise covered with the handiwork of hundreds of different children. And so it's the perfect metaphor for GoRead Day. Different people from all over the community come together to sit around a common table to heal the tortoise, and in that process form a new community.
What was interesting this year is we had so many different storytellers from around the world. So we had Native American, Somali, and Spanish storytellers. And then we had a woman talking about Inuit.
Kelly Dupree, who wrote The Raven's Gift. When Kelly read her story, she also taught the kids how to carve, and they pulled some of their own sort of soapstone prints, though they weren't using soapstone.
Also, we had performances by the Silly Sisters, who are simply silly, and they reenacted Coyote, which is again another one of Gerald McDermott's books.
One of the great surprises for me, and also one of the great joys of being part of this, was that 2 groups created live productions based on 2 of my books. Now, Coyote is probably the most beloved of Native American tricksters, and I had done a book about one of his adventures, an absurd tale where he wants to fly like the crows, and so the Silly Sisters group created a kind of mini musical to bring that story to life. And again, the children were thoroughly engaged, and then they left singing the song. And I'm sure that they sang it all the way back on the bus.
BFA students from the University of Minnesota working with Guthrie directors, putting on a beautiful performance of Zomo the rabbit. And it was a fabulous experience for them as students, and it turned out to be wonderful.
With song and dance, with masks and with props and figures, and just absolutely captivated their young audiences. I had a chance to see them perform several times, and they really captured the spirit of this trickster character from West African folklore and brought them to life and had the kids thoroughly involved. And now, of course, those children will go back wanting to read the stories of this character, of this tradition, and of another culture.
Guthrie has joined the forum for the first time this year, and even just being new members contributed a great deal to the success of this.
And then we also had a hip-hop dance artist who choreographed poetry and really showed children another way of enjoying words. We didn't try to teach anybody how to read. What we were trying to get across, and sort of my soapbox, is that literacy is all about life. L for literacy, I for important, F for fun, and E for easy. You know, we want adults to help the children in their lives, whether they're a grandparent or a parent or a cousin, to make literacy a part of a child's life. It's important, it's fun, and it's easy. And this event was really designed to show people that that was really true, that reading isn't about homework, it's not about getting an assignment, it's not about doing a report, it's that
literacy is more than just reading as well. You
right.
can, yes.
It's a way of life.
It's engaging.
It's engaging, yeah.
Gnip Gnap Circus.
Oh, the puppets.
The puppet show. So we had a lot of different programming for a lot of different interests, and the Head Start children each got a performance to see and a hands-on experience, which was important for us.
Just the museum itself had a history player. They had a baking lab experience. We tried to have a lot of different things going on so that if you saw a play and you wanted something quiet, you might go to a story, you might do an art activity, or if you had a more active kid, you could
Water lab.
Right, you could do active things the whole entire day. So there was really something for everybody.
This year's GoRead Day was such a phenomenal success, and the days that followed when we worked with children from the Head Start programs, that I feel sure that this will expand, and in scope probably added venues, and it will involve more people from the community and from different communities. And I imagine that this, over the next few years, will become a powerful element in promoting literacy throughout the community.